So we lost our first two games to some not good teams. It's no big deal, right? I mean, Cat set a career high and a franchise record in points to beat us. And we just had a tough night on offense for our loss to the Thunder. It's still a long season.
I don't know, Joel. We've had some pretty bad moments already. I'm really concerned about our upcoming month, too. There's a lot of good teams on the schedule.
Really? It can't be that bad. You're over exaggerating.
See for yourself then.
Okay, let me see this thing. Oh. Celtics, Mavs, Jazz, Lakers twice, Suns twice, Nuggets, Warriors, Blazers, Grizzlies, Knicks? Good lord, coach! Who did we piss off for them to give us this tough of a schedule at the beginning of the season? This is awful.
I told you, there are a lot of contending teams coming up for us. It's going to be tough to put together a 500 record, much less a winning one at the end of this.
Yeah, no kidding. Jeez, man. I'll talk to you later, coach. I've got to go to my office and cry. Let me know if you need anything. Man, 1-9. 1-9. 5 straight losses. This has just been a brutal stretch for us. Brutal. It's really been everything that's been going wrong. We're 26th in points per game at 109.2, and that's our biggest strength. Don't even get me started on the defense. It's as bad as I feared. We are dead last in the league in terms of defense, losing by an average of 14 a night, I might add. We're third worst in field goal percentage, 24th in three-point percentage at 33%. I mean, we're just not good in any area. We're 29th in assists per game at 20. 20! We have no playmakers, no defenders, and apparently no scorers. I mean, I get we're only 10 games in, and we had a really tough schedule, but man, we are bad. I need to ask Coach how the guys have been doing because it can't be good. Coach, how are the guys doing?
About as well as you'd expect. We've lost 5 straight and have only won 1 game this season. There's not a whole lot to smile about.
I can imagine. Is practice still going okay?
Well, there is one bright spot really. Kevin has really emerged as a leader in the locker room for us, in his own sort of way. He's always getting after guys in practice, always bringing intensity, and always hustles. I think he's taking all of these losses personally, and he just really wants to win more than anything. It's really kind of inspiring to see. He may actually have been our best player over this last stretch. Have you seen some of his numbers?
No, I haven't really looked a whole lot at the box scores. What were they like?
Well, for starters, in our only win against the Jazz, he led the way with 28 points and hit 4 threes. He stayed aggressive all game, going right at Gobert pretty much all night, which got our guys a lot of open looks from 3. Even if he wasn't directly assisting on the shots, we were generating a surprising amount of open looks because of that. He even held Mike Conley to 12 points on 3 for 10 shooting. Just overall, he was great. Jalen was really good too. He had 26 points and hit 5 threes. He hasn't really been able to get his shot going yet, so this game was really good to see from him. He just needs to get used to the NBA and really has to get used to being a main focus of the defense because guys are honed in on him every night. As far as some other notable games for Kevin though, he's had 20 points in most of our games except for the last couple. He had 20 points and 9 assists against the Lakers, and he's a big reason why we're competitive in any of these games at all. Him and Christian both. Christian had some monster games. It's not odd to see him have 25 and 10 like he did against the Lakers. Those two are giving us consistent offense. It's just the rest that is pretty shaky. Jay Sean can't even seem to stay on the court. He's fouled out at least 3 or 4 times and has gone scoreless in several games. It's been the start from hell for him. Eric Gordon and Jalen take turns having anywhere from 15 to 17 points on a good night, but when one of them has a good night, the other one is probably scoring single digits. We just can't get consistent enough offense from the other guys to really stay in these games. We just have to wait for someone to step up.
Yeah, looking at these box scores, it definitely would appear that way. There's been some positive signs from Şengün though, right? I mean, he's averaging double digits and consistently finds himself in the middle of the pack in terms of scoring. That's at least somewhat positive, don't you think?
Absolutely. But I wouldn't get too excited. This is the baseline of what we expected from him. I definitely expected him to score a decent amount on backup level bigs at the start. He came in with a really polished post game. The threes have been a pleasant surprise though. It's only 31%, but he can improve only from there. At the end of the year, we've set a goal for him to be shooting consistently and shooting around 33 or 34% from three.
That's a great goal, honestly. If he can do that throughout the year, he might be able to get up to league average by the start of next season. That's great news.
I agree, but we've got to get going. We've got the Pistons tonight, and they've struggled in a lot of the same areas that we have. I think this is a really winnable game and definitely something that we need right now. I'll see you at the game, and we can talk some more there.
All right, talk to you later, coach. Let's win this game.